an ice cream cone, go through the drive-thru. They'll give it to you right through the window. Easy as can be. So right now we're going to. I want everybody to know we have two great special guests with me tonight, and I have Coach Roger from the Salem Lions, and also I have Karis Moore. Dude, it's been a minute. How you doing, buddy?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Hey, let's get right into it, man. I tell you what an exciting and absolute phenomenal game you guys had last Friday night.
It was a fun one.
Yeah.
It was a fun game to coach. I know it was a fun game for our kids to play in. It was a big game. It was our final conference game of the year against a really good football team, a 4A football team that's 6-1 on the year. Going to the Boneyard is a difficult place to go play. Downtown is a tough place to go play football, but our kids responded very well. We executed our game plan really well. All the credit goes to the players. They played their tails off. They wanted a little bit more, I think, at the end, and maybe what the Pirates did, and we were fortunate to come out with a win.
What did you notice whenever you guys went into the Boneyard? Did you notice that did it seem like the atmosphere was different, or did you guys just look at this as like any other game?
Well, I mean, we've got a lot of seasoned kids on our football team. We got 8 seniors that have played a lot of football in their career, and they've been in some big games. And this isn't the first time that we played there, obviously, but it is a different atmosphere. As you know, they have the light show down there, and they have a lot of hype down there.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of excitement down there. They had over 70 kids on their team. We show up with 32 or 33 regrets, and probably a pretty big underdog in that game, but you still got to play it. And our kids executed. I felt like we had a good game plan going in, and we stuck to our game plan. And we were like I said, we were very fortunate. We're very happy to get out there with a win. We finished 3-3 in the Mid-Southern Conference. We beat Charlestown, Silver Creek, and Corden this year, and we were in every other conference game with the exception of Brownstown. So
right now looking at this, going at halftime, it was 13-13. What did you say to these?
It was 7-6 at half. We went up. It was 7-6.
Oh, I thought it was 13. No, because I got a message from Devin Maynard saying it was 13-13.
No, it was 7-6 at the half. It was a typical Charlestown-Salem game. It was a close game, and
yes.
There have been some 3-0. There's been some 3-0 finals in that game.
Yeah. So when you went into the locker room and it's 7-6, what did you tell these kids? I got to know what that conversation was.
Well, we were obviously happy that we were ahead down there, and we felt like that we had played really well, but we had a couple of missed opportunities. We felt like we might have had another touchdown there. We had a fourth down call on the 1-yard line, and they stuffed us. And I felt like maybe with a different play, we might punch that in and go up and, make it an 8-point game at halftime instead of a 1-point game. But we felt really good. We, talked about sticking to our game plan and just staying focused and playing one play at a time and not getting ahead of ourselves and just continue to be really, really physical. And, Charlestown came back and which, we knew they were going to make a run on us, and, they did. And we got the ball back with about 8 minutes and drove it down the field and scored and decided to go for 2 there to take a 1-point lead and then put it on our defense for the last 3 minutes of the game. And the defense rose up and had a nice stop there on 4th down, and we were able to secure a victory.
So I got to tell you, I talked to, several people about the game last Friday night, and I've got to tell you, you have got some cojones, because to go for a 2-point on that last drive, I mean, that's what won you the game, is that 2-point. And to be able to get it in there and basically have Braxton just walk it in, what an absolute amazing play.
Well, our philosophy is if we're at home and we're in that situation, we're going to go for the tie.
Right.
If we're on the road, we're going to go for the win.
Yeah,
that's a philosophy that I've always had, and we didn't hesitate to make that call. We had discussed it while we were pushing the ball down the field that if we scored, we were going for 2. There was no hesitation.
Right.
And have a lot of confidence in my offensive unit, and Braxton executed the play really well, and it worked. And if you make that call, you're a hero, and if you don't make it, then you're a fool. So that's
absolutely
the way that a coach. That's what you have to deal with as a coach. If you make it, you're a hero. Everybody puts you on your shoulders. If it doesn't work, then you got to go home with your head kind of hanging low.
Yeah, because after the game on Friday, I talked to a couple of people, and they were like, "You would not believe what Roger did." I said, "What did Coach Roger do?" And he said, "They went for 2 points." I said, "How did they win the game?" They said, "Well, they went for 2 points, 2-point conversion." And I was like, and then they told me that basically that it was a fake to let me get this right. It was a fake to dent, and then which worked. And then Braxton was able to just run around the corner and just walk it in. And I mean,
seniors. He's one of our captains. He's been a 4-year player here for us at Salem. He's been in a lot of big games and got an outstanding senior season running the football. We were talking today. I told him I think he's around 500 yards on the season, which for a fullback in that offense is really good. And we lean on Karras a lot. He's one of the strongest kids in the weight room, and it shows when he runs the football. He's spends a lot of time in the squat rack and under the bench. He's really made himself into a really good football player on both sides of the ball.
Well, see, I remember his dad actually told me one time when he was born and this is a true story. His dad told me that he would walk out there and pick up a calf, and then every day he would pick up that calf. And after a year, he was still able to pick up that calf. That's how those boys are strong. I mean, he's built like a brick house. An amazing kid. So.
Well, and he loves football. He's a great teammate. He wants to win. He's been a 4-year player for us, like I said. So he's been there when we've had success, and he's been there when we haven't. And he's stuck with us, and I'm just, we're going to miss him a lot. He's a joy to coach. Just a great, great young man, and we're gonna miss him.
So are you ready for the gauntlet?
Oh, yeah.
This is the gauntlet. Okay, Here we go. So one of the questions that Roger actually asked one of the players a few weeks ago, which was Waylon, and I've got to know this now. I asked her, what was the favorite game you've ever played in?
Well, the one I just played in, definitely one of the best ones. And then my sophomore year, we played West Washington, and we made a big comeback, and that was another big one for me. So those are probably the two best.
I was so hoping you were going to say, well, when I was at Park and Rec back in the day, and I had this coach, he was a big, good-looking, handsome feller. He took us to the championship, and we won the championship.
Yeah, we had some good ones.
I was hoping that was good. No offense, Roger, but I was there.
You're a tough act to follow, Chris, for sure.
Okay, so now I got to know the next question is: does Karras Moore? You have a girlfriend?
No, not currently. No.
Not currently.
No.
Now, ladies, that means that he's not currently involved with someone. So you guys need to step it up here, because I'm telling you, this kid right here, he's going to be somebody that's going to be successful one day.
Well, the girlfriend can wait for about 4 or 5 more weeks.
I'm ready for it today.
Karras is pretty dialed in right now, and I do not want to do anything to upset the apple cart.
I need it done today because you know who you're going up against, and no offense, Roger, but you know who I'm rooting for. But still, in all honesty, and I tell Tara this every time we actually have a football game. We'll set up in the booth, and I'll tell her, and we'll actually say a prayer for every kid on that football field, because I can tell you, I want to see a great football game. I also want to make sure every one of those kids walk off the field. That is one of the biggest things I want to make sure of, because and I've been there, to carry my kid off the field. That's very difficult to do, and I've had to deal with Grayson and with Gavin, so I know exactly how hard it is.
And we lost Waylon last week.
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he blew his knee out again. He's out for the season, so he's one of our seniors again. He's an important, huge part of our football team, and he's going to be out for the remainder of the year. So that's a hole we got to fill, and we've got some younger guys that are going to step in there, and we have confidence in them, and we're going to try to keep this going ahead here for Waylon a little bit.
Yeah, well, Waylon, I'll be praying for you, buddy. I know how bad that sucks for you guys. I really do.
Yeah, and he was distraught. He was just in tears, because he wanted to be there out there with his teammates and his friends, So that's just part of it, though. You have to learn to deal with adversity.
Absolutely.
That's the way it is, and that's why you have 30 or 40 kids on your football team. You have to have some depth, and
last week, me and Grayson on the radio last week. Because he came down from Trine, and we were talking about, how Salem was actually going against Charlestown. And I said, do you remember that, 3 years ago? That was the game that ended Grayson's career, was the home game against Charlestown. And it was like, he's like, yeah, I remember it. He goes, it was just like it was yesterday. You don't ever forget the one that ends your high school career, whatever it is. So,
I remember that. I was there. I was coaching.
Yeah, I'll never. That's a memory I hate, but it's something that I think was for the best thing for him. So Karras, let's go back to you. I got to get back to you. So okay. So what's what's happening after high school?
After high school, I'd like to go to Purdue. My whole family's went there.
Yes.
So.
Yes. Go on you.
No But I'd like to go and study nutrition.
Yes.
So
Yeah. Kind of like now, would that be the same type of thing that your dad did whenever he went to IU? Was it your dad or your mom? Or I'm sorry, Purdue. Was it your dad or your mom went for nutrition? Your mom was a school teacher, so
yeah,
he
went for like education.
She went for education,
and my dad went for agriculture.
Yeah.
So
that's good. So okay, so what are you driving? I don't even know what you're driving anymore because your dad tells me he bought you a truck and I've never seen you in it.
Yeah, I'm in a Jeep Cherokee.
Oh,
black Jeep Cherokee.
Yeah. Now is that one of those the newer ones or the old boxy ones?
I guess you could say a newer one.
A newer one?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Rocking the Jeep.
Absolutely. Hey, oh wait, that's the same when your sister drove, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yes, I remember that. Because I always want to make sure I stayed away from that as she was coming up the road.
Good idea.
She would go past the house. I'm like, oh my Lord, here she comes. Thinking, okay, she's going to hit the ditch. She's going to hit the ditch. So, but no, that's fantastic. Now you will be going to Lafayette, or is it you looking at the other Purdue sites?
I hope to go to Purdue, but I'm also looking at maybe Cincinnati. So I'm just applying to them, but I don't know yet.
No, I'm saying like Purdue. You have West Lafayette. You also have Purdue, Fort Wayne,
campus.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, just Lafayette.
Yeah, I know they also do have nutrition at PFW, which is Purdue, Fort Wayne. We were just there, so you might want to check that out too. I know the housing is phenomenal. It's amazing. Yeah. You get your own bedroom, own bathroom. Oh yeah, why not? So, all right, well, gentlemen, so let's talk about what's going to happen Friday. So, don't want no predictions,
No.
but I want to know what have you changed this week to prepare for what's coming up on Friday.
Well, obviously this is a huge game.
It is.
It's a huge game for a lot of reasons.
It's the county rivalry.
It is. It's going to be for the county championship. We're going over to your place.
Yep.
We're going to play a really well-coached football team that's going to be prepared.
It's the Super Bowl of Washington County. I mean,
Coach Lowry has been involved in these games for a long time on both sides. He's an excellent coach, and I know that he's going to have some surprises for us. And I'll be honest, we've had a pretty good week of practice. We haven't really changed a whole lot. We just want to continue to do what we do well, and that's been a success for us. And if our game plan gets altered, then we have some other options we can go to. But that's what coaches do. You want to try to stick with what you do well. You want to try to impose your will on your opponent and hope that your players can execute better than the West Washington players. But I know they're going to be well prepared. They have a good football team over there. They've had some nice wins this year. You can throw records out the window when those two teams lock up because there's a lot of pride, and I know it's probably going to come down to who wants it the most. I think it's going to be a very good game. I think it'll be a very close game, whichever way it goes. I look for a super competitive. Hopefully it'll be a fun game to play in. It'll be a fun game to coach. It'll be a fun game to watch.
And one, I talked to Brandon Corbin. He announces for Salem. Him and Zach, and then me and Tara do for West Washington. We kind of made a deal with each other. Said, he would do Salem whenever Salem was at Salem. And then when you guys come to West Washington, I would do the Salem West Washington game, which will work out pretty well. I know it's our senior night, so I'll be down on the. I'm going to try to get Zach and Brandon to go ahead and do like a pregame show, so that way that everybody be prepared to listen to what everything that's going on within it. Because there's a lot when it comes to this game. And I told Jordan this whenever West Washington played Pekin and whenever Salem played Pekin as well. I said, you won't see it or understand it until it's here. And he was like, well, I didn't really understand what you meant until he looked out when we were playing each other, and he looked out and he goes, look at that line out there. Because the line for the gate was insane. Yeah. And he goes, you were right. It's a major deal.
Yeah, it's always the biggest gate. The ADs love it because it's a huge gate. Concessions do well. Everybody does good. It brings out a lot of fans that don't normally go to football games.
It does.
And you have a lot of families that are intertwined between West Washington and Salem. So that's always another fun element of the game. And it's going to be a tall task for us. We know that we're going into a tough place to play against a really good team. And we are looking forward to the challenge. And I really think it's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be a very competitive, physical game, as it always is between Salem and West Washington. So,
well, I can tell you this: I'm rooting for everyone on the field, but I'm rooting for my kids just a little bit more. You understand, Garrett? Okay. But I mean, like I said, I want to make sure everybody is, stays healthy in the game, and it's a good, great football game. And I think, honestly, for some of these coaches, and you as well as Jeremy and Jordan, when it comes to these, and Jordan didn't understand it until after this, but it's kind of one of those games that you just go, this is the game. I mean, and what's crazy is like some of the parents and some of the fans go more for this game than they do a sectional win. That's crazy to me, because I'm thinking, this is the county rivalry, but we have a whole nother second season coming up.
Yeah.
After this game, and everyone within our county goes a separate direction.
Yeah.
Because I think Pekin is in a different.
Eastern is in our sectional. Actually.
Oh, Eastern is okay. So
we went to 2A. They are in our sectional.
Okay, so that changes it up a little bit then.
Yeah, it does. But just I'm sure when you talk to Coach Lowry, he's going to say the same thing. Nobody wants to go into sectional with with a loss. You want your team to be playing as well as they can be, and so it does give you a different outlook when you finish the regular season and you have a win against a good team to give you a little more confidence and a little more pep going into the sectional versus having a tough loss. So both of these teams are obviously want to win this football game.
Right, absolutely.
And I know that West Washington kind of thing, like you said, they go their own way. They were in their sectional.
Yeah.
We have our sectional, and they have a decent draw from what I could see. We feel like we have a pretty favorable draw.
I think it's pretty good.
We didn't draw Brownstown or Pale.
Right.
Exactly. Those are the two teams we were trying to avoid in the first round.
Yes.
And we've got Switzerland County. We got to go over there, which is a long ride. Against a good football team. They're 6-1, or maybe 7-1 now, and they've got a pretty good team over there. They've had a good season, but we're looking forward to that as well. But we got to get this one out of the way first.
Yes, get this one. This is the big one done.
This is the big one, and our kids are excited about it. I don't care. We had a good practice today. I mean, our guys are ready to get this. They're ready for tomorrow to be Friday.
So I got to ask, what's the meal for tomorrow?
Whatever our boosters and parents provide for us, I don't know. We don't know. We don't know until Thursday. But I will say they have taken very good care of us this year. There's been no pizza.
That's fantastic.
No pizza. And we had breakfast.
Yes,
that's
awesome.
For one
yes,
night.
That is awesome. I love that.
They have taken care of us.
So, Karis, one last question. So I know you're kind of on me. You're kind of like trying to eat healthy.
Yeah.
But you have to have a go-to McDonald's meal. Whenever you come to McDonald's, you got to say, "Hey, I got to have this." What's your go-to McDonald's meal?
I mean, like I said, I don't really eat out, but I'll just go for a plain cheeseburger.
Plain cheeseburger, fries.
Yeah.
Yeah. The cheeseburger meal.
That's the reason why he looks like he does.
I know, right?
Chris, he doesn't
look at
like
me.
that.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, gentlemen, thank you so much for coming on tonight. I really appreciate you coming on and spend some time with me. I look forward to Friday night, and like I said, I will be rooting for everybody. Just at least to stay healthy, and of course,
let's hope we don't have any injuries on either side going into section.
Absolutely. So, all right, gentlemen. Hey, I'm going to take a quick commercial break. I'll be back after just a couple minutes. Hey, stick with me.
Favorite is coming back to McDonald's, and this time they'll be here to stay. Snack wraps are back, baby. Back on the menu at your local McDonald's after a long wait. Starting July 10th, the snack wrap returns to participating restaurants nationwide, and this time they'll be here to stay. You can get them in 2 delicious flavors, spicy and ranch. Spicy snack wraps will feature a bold, zesty, and unapologetically fiery taste. The spicy snack wrap brings the heat with a habanero kick that fans know and love from the spicy McCrispy sandwich. Ranch snack wraps will be smooth, rich, and irresistibly savory. The ranch snack wrap delivers a satisfying burst of cool ranch goodness with hints of garlic and onion. In the meantime, enjoy the rest of McDonald's menu and their under $3 menu. I'll be back with more details later. In the meantime, check out snackwrapfiles.com for daily reviews. I'm loving it. Something new at McDonald's to get you going on the way to work, or to get the kiddos a great start to the school day. The $5 breakfast meal.
The $5 breakfast meal deal will include the hash brown, small coffee, and a sausage McMuffin with egg, featuring a savory hot sausage, a slice of melty American cheese, and a delicious freshly cracked egg, all on a freshly toasted English muffin. Order in line. Download the McDonald's app and place a mobile order and skip the line. Don't forget to join the My McDonald's Rewards to earn points on every order and redeem your points for free McDonald's food and drinks. $1 spent earns customers 100 reward points, so they add up quickly. And throughout the day, don't forget the other $5 meal deal and other great McDonald's items available for $3 and under. Stop in at your Salem McDonald's today and try great food at a great value. At McDonald's, I'm loving it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to McDonald's right here with Coach's Corner. Hey, I'm switching it up a little bit tonight. We do not have Coach Jordan tonight. He was called up by the President of the United States to go do some diplomatic things over in some other country. So he's over there doing. I think he's in Jordan. Because his name's Jordan. So we're going to say that. So, but yeah, I want everybody to kind of say a quick prayer for him because he's not here tonight. So we're going to go with that. So now. But I just want to also let everybody know that, hey, is the ice cream machine still working? It's still working. Okay, good. They answer me every single time I talk over there to them. So, hey, I've got two special guests. I've got five of the West Washington Senators here. We're going to actually interview these kids tonight because they have been waiting all year to come over here and talk to me because, I am the man when it comes to this radio. So right now we're going to start it off with we got Jack Armstrong sitting right here in front of me. And how's it going, Jack?
Doing good.
Got a haircut, man. I mean, you're looking good. You're looking all trim and fit and everything. How's everything going in the life of Jack Armstrong?
Pretty good. Hopefully, I'm signing into the National Guard soon.
Fantastic. I tell you what, there's a huge honor in that. So I'm gonna tell you. Very proud of you. Very proud of anybody that actually signs up in the military. That's a big, huge accomplishment that you do, and that's something that I think that more kids, especially if they have no direction on which way they want to go, if they know where they want to go. I mean, go to the military because the military will teach you so many more things when it comes to life. Because let's face it, in high school, you don't really learn a lot of things about life skills. I mean, there's certain, I didn't know that, you had to know how to shine shoes when you were, you didn't do that in school. But guess what my dad told me? Because he was in the National Guard for 30 years. I shined every one of his shoes. And he used me as, I tell you what, he just used me as all he did. I was just a shoe shiner. So Jack, let's talk about last week's game. So I said your name quite a bit on the radio. So you tell me what you thought of last week's game.
So we played pretty good. Everybody had really good physicality. Everybody did their job. And I think that's what we really need going into sectionals to help us win and progress farther into the championship.
So looking at what's coming up this week, we got Salem this week, of course. So looking at that, has the coach changed anything? And don't tell me anything specifically because we know that the Salem people, they're listening because they know that I will ask the questions. But don't get anything specific. I just want to know, has Coach changed practice a little bit different this week as they has with any of the other games throughout the schedule?
Not really. We're still just focusing on doing our job, not trying to do too much. Because whenever we try to do too much, we don't do our job. We worry about everybody else's job and if they're going to do it. And so the biggest thing that he's really changed this week is just to not fall into their mind games. Don't talk any smack. Don't get any stupid flags.
Yes. Stupid flags, yes. I agree with that. That's one of the biggest things I think that have kind of, and I've said this on the radio, announcing these games several times. That's one of the things that's killed us this year are penalties of offsides or jumping false starts or holding called. That's one of the things I think that have really killed us when it comes to the Senators, and cleaning that up is one of the things that I think that would be the most beneficial to the Senators than any other team out there, because I think all teams make mistakes, but we just got to be able to clean that up. So let's talk about Jack Armstrong. So going to the military. So what is the go-to after you're going to the military? You're going to what college are you going to?
My plan is to go for
engineering.
Civil engineering. So are you planning on going to West Lafayette, or are you planning on going to PFW, or there's another campus somewhere? I don't know which one it is. Northwest, yes. So what are your thoughts on which campus have you looked at any of them yet?
Yeah, I want to go to the main campus.
West Lafayette?
Lafayette.
Yeah. Now you know that to walk from one end of the campus to the other end of the campus is 28 minutes, and that was for a fat guy. So that means it's going to take you a little bit longer because I've got longer legs than you do. So yeah. So, but yeah. So you want to go for civil engineering? Okay, I'm going to ask a question. Does Jack, and I'm telling you, all the people want to know these. I mean, I get text messages. They want to know, does Jack Armstrong have a girlfriend?
No, he does not.
Dude, oh my gosh. Okay, listen, ladies. You've got to snap this kid up because I can tell you, he's got blonde hair, blue eyes. I mean, he is like Hitler's wet dream here. I'm telling you right now. He is definitely one of these kids that you are going to want to. Girls, he might be a little shy. So what you need to go is just walk up to him and say, hey, you're mine tonight, or the rest of the week, or however long you want to keep him. And let's see what he says. I mean, it'll be interesting because, I'm telling you, this is a good-looking kid right here. So you've got. I'm telling you, you got to. Jack's going to. I'm making him turn red right now. He is literally as red as Senator Sam is right now. I'm not kidding you. So okay. So let me ask this way. So what you're driving? I got to know what you're driving.
2019 F-150.
2019 F-150, four-wheel drive.
Yep.
With the EcoBoost.
2.7.
2.7 EcoBoost. Okay. Last final question. I got to know. What is your go-to McDonald's meal?
Probably a 20-piece McNugget with sweet and sour sauce.
20-piece, you fat man. No, I'm kidding. That's really. I mean, you got to think. Here's, we're talking to football players, so you guys are burning probably 3,000 calories at practice, and for you to want 20-piece McNuggets, that's like half of that. So you're good. So I don't think you're gonna gain any weight on that one. So, but yeah, Jack, he's interested in going to the here's another thing. The Wizards, the what are they called? The Harlem Wizards are West Washington tonight. So after this interview, jump in your car, run out there and watch them because they're pretty phenomenal. They're not as funny as I am, but we're just going to say you need to go out there and watch them. So, but Jack, thank you so much for coming on the show tonight. I really appreciate you taking the time and actually talking to us, and that way, all these people that are looking down at the big number 9 on the field, they know that's you, and they know what you drive now. So yeah, so. And they also, and there's a lot of girls going to be going, oh, I want number 9. I'd like to have number 9 down there. Yeah, that's what's going to happen, I'm telling you. You watch. You will have a date Friday night. Guarantee it after the game. So, but thanks a lot, Jack. Hey, I'll tell you what, I'm going to take a quick commercial break. I'll be right back after this. Stick with me.
Boiler up and hail Purdue. The Boilermakers pick it up, and Wilhelm has a touchdown. Led by new head coach Barry Odom.
Next to catch at the 30. He's at the 25, the 20, the 15, the 10.
Don't miss a single moment all season long.
With the touchdown catch.
The Boilermakers head to Northwestern. Join us live this Saturday. Our coverage begins at 2. Right here on your home for Boilermakers football. The Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
And welcome back, and we are back at Coach's Corner right here in at McDonald's here in Salem. And hey, had a great interview there with Jack Armstrong. Now, hey, well, I tell you what, we got a kid here, and I've known this kid for just a minute or two. I think I've known him since you were about probably 4 years old. Yeah, and now probably third grade. I say third grade is when me and Braden Lee became acquainted, and I think now he's kind of a permanent fixture at my house now. I just So this is Braden Lee, everybody. Braden Lee, West Point Centers, number 20. And so I'm going to tell you a quick story. So here I am. He knows the code to get in the house. And I forgot. His dad called me one night and said, hey, I'm going to drop Braden off in the morning because it was about 6:30 in the morning when he goes to work. So I'm going to drop Braden off and because he had to go to work, and that way Braden can ride with Gavin. And I said, yeah, that's not a problem. Well, I forgot. And I hear, and I'm dead asleep, I hear, beep, 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 because the code on the door. And next thing you know, I'm up. I'm standing outside my bedroom door in my underwear, which is scary enough, and a 45. And I look and it's Braden. And I was like, oh, crap. That's Braden. He just walked right past and goes, morning, Chris. Just walked right back into the bedroom. And I tell you what, I'll never, ever forget that. Because it was just like, nothing fazed him. He was just like, hey, Chris. Walked right past me. So, yeah. But that was a little good story about Braden. But no, he's literally at my house a lot. So if y'all can't find him and you need to find him, he's probably at my house, I guarantee it. So what funny things has happened at my house that you remember?
What hasn't happened?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
there's been a lot.
Yeah.
I would say probably my favorite one was up at the barn.
Yep.
And it was that one-handed pistol AK.
Yeah. Oh, yes. My AK-47. But yeah, I'll never forget. So Braden's like, oh, I want to shoot it, and I'm like, okay, all right, here we go. So I walk out there and I hand it to him, and then I said, now here, you can't. You got to do it with one hand. He did that with one hand, and an explicit word came out of his mouth because he didn't have any headphones on, and it was loud, and it was hilarious because he was just like blown away because of how loud that thing was, and it jumped, and he jumped. Oh yeah, that's a pretty good memory, I have to say. Yeah,
I enjoyed that a lot.
I know the answer to this, but all the people that are listening want to know: does Braden Leap have a girlfriend?
Of course.
And he's got it. So our ladies, he is taken, I know her name is Faith, and if Faith is listening, I'm just going to tell you, hey, I can tell you, Faith's a good girl. So one of these days, I might call her my daughter-in-law because you're like my kid, you're like my son. So I'm going to say, hey, she can be my daughter-in-law, and I'm going to tell you that she's a good girl now. Favorite car? Don't say an Infiniti, because that's what you're driving now.
Yeah.
Favorite car?
Probably, and there's going to be some opinions.
Okay.
Subaru BRZ.
No, whoa. A Subaru BRZ. Now let me get this right. That's the sporty one.
Yep.
And two-door.
Mm-hmm.
And of course it has to be a stick. Yes. Okay. Yes. And white, of course. I say that because every car we own is white.
Yeah.
It's like, well, it just looks for a white car. You're pretty sure that it's probably Chris or Tara. So, all right. So I got to ask this: what's the go-to McDonald's meal?
Number 3, double quarter pounder plain, large meal.
You guys and your plainness. I mean, it's like, get the stuff on it. You got to get the ketchup, the mustard, the onions, the pickles, the lettuce, the tomatoes, all the junk on it. Yes, you got to get all that on there.
I just like the seasoning.
You just like the plain. I get it. Now, fries and of course a drink.
Yeah.
Now, did you get a shake tonight?
No, I did not.
You're going to have to get a shake before you leave. You just have to get that. It's kind of one of those things you have to, because I can't eat it, so you got to get that. So.
What do you suggest?
The Oreo McFlurry.
Okay.
Yeah. Because do they have a Reese's McFlurry? I can't even tell.
I don't think so.
I don't look at the menu because every time I do, I gain like 3 pounds. So, yeah, I just don't even look at it anymore.
I wish I did.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because he's like, so Braden's like 5'6", and weighs like $125. Skinny as a rail, and the dude can eat more than I can. And I've seen it, and trust me, I have the bills to prove it. I mean, I will make chili, and I'm like, he's had 4 bowls. I mean, where is he put? He got a hollow leg? Maybe that's why you get knee problems. Because, it all goes in. The chili goes into your knee. So, but hey, Braden, man, thanks for coming out and spending some time with me and actually just, letting the peoples know. Oh, wait, I got to ask. What was your favorite football memory?
Favorite football memories, probably whenever we all stayed the night at the school. The whole football team did, and we were playing manhunt, right? And there's a bunch of rules about, not getting on top of the roof and everything. So
that's probably a pretty good rule, especially at night.
Yeah. Well, I had a great idea, because it's not considered a roof.
Uh-huh.
I climbed up the back of the scoreboard.
That is not considered a roof, yes.
Yeah. I was up there for about an hour and a half.
Yeah, they just forgot about you. They were like, well, it's great. Who cares?
I was hanging out.
he's just by himself. Yep. All right. Well, hey, buddy, thank you very much for coming and spending some time with me. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to come back with. We're going to talk to Rolo here, and I will be back after this quick commercial break. So stick with me.
All over Hoosier Country.
To the yard line. He may go. Down to the 25. Down to the 15. 5. Touchdown again.
Coming off a college football playoff under Coach Kurt Signetti.
Indiana's got the football.
The Hoosiers host Michigan State. Join us live this Saturday. Our coverage begins at 2:30 right here on your home for Indiana football. The IU Sports Network from Learfield.
Get your boys County Tire call. Big or small, big service call. They have the main brand tires you know to keep it moving on down the road. They got tires for driving me. They even got them for your farm machine. You can call them day or night. Your boys County Tire does it right. Big or small, we service call. Your boys County Tire.
Now through October 31st, get up to $180 back on a Firestone prepaid MasterCard. Get up to $80 when you buy a set of 4 eligible Firestone tires. Get an additional $100 when you make an eligible tire purchase with your CFNA credit card. Available at Washington County Tire Shop in Salem. Subject to credit approval, restrictions apply. See FirestoneRewards.com for details.
Big or small, we service all. Your boys County Tire.
And we are back, and it is third. It's a day. I don't know. You know what's funny is I do this every week, and this week I don't know why, but I cannot figure out what day it is because it has been such a crazy week. I mean, last week we had we had a great game, and had a great game. And then we came into this week, and it's just I had a day off. I had the Columbus Day off. It was a great Columbus Day. Don't really know what I'm celebrating it. I mean, Rolo, I don't really know what it means, but I'm celebrating it. I'm sure they teach you that in school, didn't they? Did they teach you what Columbus Day was?
I probably wasn't paying attention.
Did they have like a program at school? I don't even know if they do that anymore. They used to have a program. One time I was Christopher Columbus in school. Can you believe that? I was in like third grade. I was Christopher Columbus because apparently we have the same name. I don't understand what that has to do with anything, but we have the same name. Next thing you know, I'm on the stage and I have the fedora thing on or whatever that thing. He had a weird looking hat. Well, at least in the play, I had a weird looking hat. And but now it's like they don't even tell us what Columbus Day is for. So I know he discovered America or something like that. You have a clue? I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. I don't remember.
Yeah. So everyone, I have Rolo here. So Rolo, how's it going, buddy?
Life's going great.
Life is fantastic.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So you were in the game last week.
I was in the game last week and the week before.
And the week before.
Yeah.
Done a good job.
First game's back.
I know. Whenever I saw you, I was like, "Yeah, Rolo!" I was so happy on the radio. I was cheering. I was like, "Man, I think there's just sometimes you just see people on the field and you go, oh yeah, that's the dude right there. He's the man." So okay. So I'm gonna have to ask you these questions. All the peoples are wanting to know. I get text messages. They call me at 2:00 in the morning. Don't believe that. Everyone was on me. So, for the millions and millions of fans that are listening right now, does Rolo have a girlfriend?
I do not.
Dude, I'm telling you, ladies, this is a guy that'll keep you warm at night. He is a little on the fluffy side, but I can tell you, he is also strong as an ox. And I can tell you, he will just engulf you in a hug. That's like, there's nothing better than getting a hug from a fluffy man. Because, well, I can't really say. I'm fluffy, so I'll give you a hug here in a little bit. But I can tell you, there's nothing better than getting a hug from a fluffy man. You can ask my wife; she's been getting them for years, and that's the reason she's still with me because I keep her warm at night because she's a cold little woman, and there's just something about a big fluffy man. So okay, so ladies, I can tell you, Friday night after the game, you're going to find him He's a good-looking man. I mean, cannot miss Rolo. I'm telling you right now. So Rolo, I've got to ask you another question. Number 2, what are you driving?
I'm talking about 2008 Pontiac G6.
Pontiac G6, ladies. He's in the G6. I mean, he's in the G6. Isn't there a song with the G6? Is that about a plane, though? I don't know.
No,
I'm telling you, I think it's about the car. There's nothing better than a Pontiac G6.
Nothing better.
I'm telling you.
The
It's a great car.
too, so
Dude, that's standard operating procedure. That's what you got to tell everybody. Hey, that needs to stay on. That lets you know that the engine, when that engine light is there and it's on, it's telling you that it's there. If the light goes off, guess what? Who knows where the motor went? I'm telling you, the motor just might be gone. So, okay, so question number 3. What's after high school?
After football season, I'm going to go within Barber Academy in Jeffersonville.
So you're going to be a barber?
Yeah.
So we need to kick Spud out of his place down there.
Yeah.
And you need to take over Spud's place.
I'll show you
Spud, Rolo is coming for you, and he can actually do more than just a Spud cut. So I'm telling you right now, Rolo is coming. He's going to be the next Salem barber. Yes, I like it. Hey, I'll come to you. I never get to Spud because he's never there. So I go down there. I'm like, well, Spud's not here. So, because he's selling insurance. So, but yeah, he's texting me right now. See, look, he's texting us. See what he says. Yeah, oh, come on, man. But I can tell you, that's awesome. That's a great career. I know we have several of them around here, but we do need more. So, question number 3. What are we going to do on Friday night for the Salem game? What's your predictions?
I think it's going to be a good game.
It's going to be a good game.
Like Larry's been saying all week, it's going to come down to blocking and tackling low.
Yes.
And
yes.
I think that's big. I think if we can all keep our head in the right spot, then it's going to be a good game.
I agree with you 100%. I think it's going to be one. And like I told Raj earlier, I said, this game, to be the county Super Bowl, I'll call it. I'm telling you, there's like $1 million ads. We've got ads on the field. It's $1 million. I'm telling you. I mean, I think Jack's dad said, "Hey, I want to do an ad, a 30-second ad for $1 million." I mean, that's for the county Super Bowl. Washington County Super Bowl. I mean, that's big time because this says who the county champions are. Unfortunately, we didn't bring it title home last year, so we gotta get that title this year. We got to get the title. So now. One of the main important questions I'm going to ask you is, what's the go-to McDonald's meal for Rolo? So this way, the ladies, what you're going to do is, I'm going to tell you how to get this man's heart. You come to McDonald's, you're going to order this meal. You're going to wrap it up in a coat, and you're going to keep it close to your heart. And then you're going to bring it to him, and you're going to open your coat, and you're going to hand him this food. He's going to be like, "This is my soulmate right here. This is the woman that's going to do it for Rolo, because she's going to feed his love. That's your love language." Think of it like that. So what's your go-to meal?
It got to be a Big Mac, a large fry, and
Big Mac for the big Rolo. I love it. Yes. Yeah. Big Mac, large fry. Of course, it has to be a large fry.
Chocolate shake.
Chocolate.
That's
chocolate fry. Yes, I like it. I like it a lot. So, ladies, you have a job to do. Now, you are going to crap your pants and be out Friday night. Some girl's going to go over and go, "Look here." It's going to give you this McDonald's meal. So, yeah, it's going to be awesome. But, hey, Rolo, thanks a lot for coming on with me. Really appreciate you coming on. We learned a lot about Rolo tonight, so I want to thank you for that. And I tell you what, we're going to come back here in just a minute, and we're going to have another player with us, and then we're going to try to get out of here for the night. We're not going to worry about that other kid over in the booth. I mean, he's just the quarterback and everything. He's not really. Yeah, exactly. He's not that important. Hey, I tell you what, stick with me. We're going to be right back.
Let's get on our feet and give a big hand to the starting lineup at McDonald's here in Salem. The quarter pounder is coming on the field. Filet of fish and those golden delicious fries are warming up on the sideline. And now for the featured star of the night, the Big Mac. Look forward every time with a hot, fresh meal from McDonald's in Salem, whether you're there for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Take a time out and stop by before or after the big game to check out their
back, and we are at McDonald's right here in Salem, Indiana, for Coach's Corner on a Wednesday night. We started at 7 o'clock. It's now a 7:45. And I can tell you what, we've had a huge show tonight. We are missing Jordan because he's out. He's in some other country with President Trump. He asked him, "Hey, can you come do some diplomating?" So he's going to go do some diplomating. So, but hey, I tell you, we're going to have a special guest with us tonight. It's Joe Hart. How's it going, buddy?
Going.
Everyone, if you can see his shirt, he says, "My mom says I'm special." I love this shirt. That is an amazing shirt. So, but anyway, how's it going?
It's going pretty good, man.
Yeah. So I can tell you, on Friday night, I say your name a lot, and because I can tell you, it's you do a lot. So me and my wife, we say your name a lot on Friday night on the radio, just on the radio, not after the radio show, not before. You're not talk like Usually we're yelling at Gavin at the end of the game, so we're not really. Not to make it weird, but it could be weird. So, but hey, you do a lot of great things for the program. Really appreciate you out there on the field and protecting this guy here. That helps a lot. So, but so I got to know, what are your thoughts on Friday night?
I'm just hoping for a good game. Bring that trophy back home.
That's right. So let me ask you this: last week's game, how did everything go last week? With in your eyes, how did everything go last week?
I'll say it started out a little slow, but after a little bit, we really picked it up and put them down.
I tell you what, I thought the exact same way. Because what's really kind of weird is I've noticed that there's been a few games like that where it'll take us a little while to get started, but man, after we get rolling, it's like boom, boom, boom. It's like everything just starts clicking, and we're going along, and it's like we just continue to march down that field and get those touchdowns and get that scoreboard up where it needs to be. So, which is I think what we need to do this week is get that first quarter. Just take that first quarter and just move it out of the way and just start in the second quarter, and then we'll do second, third, fourth, and fifth. We'll just add a fifth to it, so we'll have it there. So I got to know, and all the people that are texting me, I mean, they got to know. Does Joe Hart have a girlfriend?
No, I do not.
Dude, I'm telling you, ladies, you need to get on this one. He's tall, he's skinny. I'm telling you. Yeah. Well, you're pretty skinny. I mean, you don't have a lot of fat on you. It's not like, I said you're not fluffy like me and Rolo. Me and Rolo, we're fluffy. So, ladies, if you see him out, be careful, because if you snatch him up, I mean, he's going to be. I mean, you never know. I mean, this probably you might be seeing white vans out here. All these women, they want these football players because there's something special about football players. And the thing that's special about football players is they're resilient, they're mean, and then they got a little soft side to them, and they can usually fix stuff that's broken. I mean, that's what we need. We need people to fix stuff that's broken. So, and then also everybody, his mom thinks he's special. So I got to know. So that was question number one. So number two, I got to know, what's after high school for Joe?
I got accepted into Lincoln Tech. I'm going to go get an automotive degree. Then after that, I'll be in the National Guard.
Fantastic on both things there. Hey, I got to tell you. So my brother, he went to Lincoln Tech up in Indy. Is that where you're going in Indy?
Yep.
So he went to probably same campus. He went there for a year, got his associate's degree, and he has worked. And just to let you know background, he started John Jones. He worked there for 19 years, and then after that, he went to Ford Motor Company. He's old, by the way. He's really old. He went to Ford Motor Company for a couple years, and then he went to Cole Chevrolet, and he's at Cole Chevrolet down there, and he's been there for. He runs the place, so he's been down there for a long time. So that's where your future can go. And he lives here in Salem, and he lives over on one of those streets over there behind the high school in Salem. So, but he is a West Washington fan. I've turned him into that. So, I mean, he doesn't go to any Salem games. So he comes to West Washington games, and not very often, but he comes. And but that's where your future can go. Now, he was also in the National. So you like my brother? You like my brother? Yeah. And Joe Hart's my brother. He's a lot younger than my brother. So, but okay. So you want to go to Lincoln Tech to be a mechanic, you, well, those older vehicles like that, they take a lot of work. I know we have one. So we have a Jeep. We have a 94 Jeep. Also, Grayson's got a 68 Chevy, and we haven't really started putting that together yet. But, yeah, he's going to be putting that together. So do you have one currently?
Yes.
You do. And are you driving it currently?
No.
So what needs to be done with this?
Need to put insurance on it.
You just need to put insurance on it. Well, you need to get insurance on it. Get that thing driving. You need to put insurance on it and then drive it to Friday night's game. So yeah. In fact, we have a sponsor, I think, right here for insurance, and I can't find it, but we'll find it, and you call them up, and hey, they can get insurance on it, and then you can drive it to the game on Friday night. Well, we've learned all kinds of stuff about Joe Hart tonight. So, and he's special. Everyone, he is special. So one last question. I got to know, what's Joe Hart's go-to McDonald's meal?
Really just the 10-piece meal.
The 10-piece nuggets with the large fry.
Sometimes.
But we're going to get him the large fry because he needs to get a little fluffier. So large fry. What about a McFlurry? Put throwing a McFlurry on there?
Maybe.
Maybe a McFlurry. Okay, we're gonna go with maybe the McFlurry. So, but hey, man, thanks a lot for coming on with me tonight. It was great to actually get to know a little bit more about Joe Hart, and I can tell you, ladies, you need to get this one. They need to get this one right. This one and Rolo. Now they'll be fighting over him. There's plenty of Rolo and Joe to go around. So, see, Rolo, he knows. So, but hey, man, thanks a lot for coming on with me tonight. We're gonna take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. Stick with me.
It's almost time for Boo Bash 2025, coming up on Saturday, October 25th from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Stevens Museum grounds in Salem. Open to all ages, children and families are welcome to come visit the haunted grounds and trick-or-treat with local law enforcement, WSLM, local clubs, and civic organizations. Everyone is invited to attend. For more information, call Becky White at 812-620-7271 or email at wslmradio@gmail.com. Come out for an evening of treats, family, and lots of fun. Boo Bash 2025 at the Stevens Memorial Museum on Saturday, October 25th from 5 to 7 p.m. See you there.
And we are back right here at McDonald's, and it is Wednesday night. I know what night it is now, so it is Wednesday night, and we are here for Coach's Corner. I've got my last special guest, and he's more special than Joe, just from the standpoint of he is my kid. I mean, I'm not getting it bad. I mean, you're just my kid, and so we're going to let all these people get to know Gavin a little bit more because you've been at West Washington for 3 years now, and we started a little bit later than what some of the other kids have, but I can tell you, I think you brought some special things to West Washington. Now, let me tell you, so everybody, I want everybody to know right now, he is the quarterback. So that being said, so you're pretty much the one that kind of controls things that goes on the field.
Yeah.
So now, let's go back to last week's game. So what was your thoughts on the first half of the game last week?
I think we started a little bit slower. I think once we fix these problems of shoving off sides or false starts, those just really kill us. And I think once we start fixing those problems, we will do so much better in the long run. I think if we fix those problems, we can go farther in sectionals. I think we can win more games. But going back to last Friday's game, I do agree with Joe. I think we started a little bit slow, but we do a great job of not letting that affect us and letting us go farther into the game and letting us perform how we really can.
Right, because what I notice when I'm up there in the booth is I do notice that after the West Washington team gets going, it's just like a roll. It's almost like an avalanche. It's just the when it starts, it's slow. Man, when it starts coming down the hill, it's just like it's full power. So that being said, all year, you being quarterback all year, what's one of the things that you, because I mean, this is your senior year. This is the last year you're going to be quarterback. It is kind of weird to be saying that. And it's, it's even weirder to be saying that because, me being your dad and doing this for 14 years, I mean, this is it. I mean,
you sound old.
I know, right? I do sound old, but you know what? It's been a great run. I can tell you what, a lot of people will say, hopefully they're listening to say, well, I've coached my kid or I've done this with my kid, and I have to say that I have had the most amazing experiences when it comes to coaching my kids and being able to do all the things with my kids that I've been able to do. Because, I mean, if you think about it, I mean, there's kids out there that, their dads are working till 5:30 at night every night, and they're not able to do the 3:30 football practice or be able to pick you up from school like we've been able to do, and I've been very fortunate by being able to have the jobs that we have to be able to do those things with you guys, and I will have to say that if you can find some way of doing what I have done with these kids, do it, because there's nothing more satisfying to me to know when I'm watching you and your brother out there on that field to go, you know what, I coached them. I put that a lot of time and effort into what they're doing right there, and hopefully you guys are loving it as much as I am. And when I say I live vicariously through my kids, I will have to say that I do, because I didn't get to play the high school football like you and your brother did, and I can tell you, just to sit and watch you guys on the field, it is a blessing to me to be able to do that, and hopefully you guys love it as much as I do, because I don't want to ever think that you're out there only because of me.
No, that's never the scenario. I of course love the game. I know that one day it's going to end, and it's going to be a sad day, but that's just kind of how life goes.
Yeah.
Football, I mean, I've done it my whole life.
Yeah.
So I've grown as a person because of it. I really think I wouldn't be the same without football in my life. I've definitely had struggles last year. There's a lot of them. Gosh.
Yeah.
We won't get specific, but towards the end of the year, that last game, that early.
That was rough.
It was rough. Yeah.
It was rough.
But the way I think of it is, I've been through the worst. It can't get any worse than that. So I also know that when I have my teammates by me, knowing that I can perform, and them showing me this love and friendship that we've built over the last 3 years I've been at West Washington, I really know that with them I can go out there and perform for them.
Yeah, so I mean, you've got a heck of a game coming up with this week with all of your friends here, all the old teammates you had over at Salem.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when you're doing this, and this is a question that I can only get to ask you, because you've been both places, and to the standpoint of you being quarterback both places, and you've been around both all these kids. When you go over there, is it just like playing with a bunch of your friends?
Yeah, to the standpoint. I mean, even messing around with your friends, you're always going to be competitive. At least I am. But I try and not think of it more as like, oh, we're playing Salem. Like, I used to go there, I have to perform. I try and just think of it as like, oh, it's another game. It's another game on the schedule. Just play like you do every game, and it'll be fine. If you win, you win. That's what my end goal is. And I'm really glad to hear you say that, and I hope that that I get a lot of other parents and coaches to understand this. To these kids, it's another game to them, because we've got the biggest part of our season is coming up, and that's sectionals, and that's that second season. And I think that with the second season coming up, I think the kids are like, well, I say this. Most of the kids are like, okay, well, it's another game, but we got to get to this next season or the second season, which is the beyond the sectionals, the regionals, the semi-state, state. All that comes after this. And when you look at it realistically, it's actually as many games, if not more, if you go all the way to state. So, and
by you saying that, hey, it's just another game, but I'm really just thinking, okay, well, it's just Salem. Some of these parents and some of the coaches, I think, they actually believe this is a game that's more important than even the sectional game.
I mean, I understand it being, the county tournament, of course. But what people got to understand is that we're playing this game to win, yes, but we're also playing it because we love it and we want to enjoy it. We want to go out there and have fun and be able to make memories with these brothers that we've created and we've built these relationships with. And I think a lot of people don't understand that, and they get caught up in all this jealousy of they have a better record than us, or this we're gonna kick your guys' butt. Yeah, there's gonna be smack talk, but you got to have respect for people. And I think the way some people act sometimes, it's not representing that. And that's the most important thing. You got to go into the game respecting your opponent, but not being scared of them.
Yes, I completely understand. Hey, I tell you what. Okay, I got one final question for you that everyone's going to want to know. What's your go-to meal at McDonald's?
Oh, that's a good one. I'm looking at the menu right now trying to figure it out.
Let me ask you, what did you have tonight?
Well, I had a double quarter pounder with cheese, of course, and then I had bacon on top of it. You can't go wrong with bacon.
You put bacon on anything.
And oh my gosh, the Sprite at McDonald's, you can't get any Sprite anywhere else that's better.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
there is something about McDonald's Sprite.
It's like heavenly made.
I don't understand it either. Yeah.
It's like they made it like the hills or something.
Yeah. It's the hills,
the mountains,
the hill Sprite.
Yeah.
Well, hey, Gavin, again, thanks for coming on with me, and you're a good old dad to be able to give. This is the last interview that I'm ever going to get to do with him. It's kind of special to me, and
I'm going to be here next week. You never know.
Well, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Next week, and if even after high school, and if you and your brother come back and you want to do a coach's corner with me, or like last week, Grayson, he was actually in the booth with me, calling the game with me. I thought that was extremely special for me. So you're always welcome to jump on here with me. So, but everybody, I'm wanting to tell you this. Hey, I want to say God bless everybody. I want everybody to have a great weekend. We got a